The murder of George Floyd changed the lives of Canadians forever. And we need to understand that those conversations have to continue. Those conversations about Black Lives Matter and the inequities between being white and being Black. We need to ensure that the attention on these issues continue to outlast the media cycle. It's a long and arduous journey, but we need to acknowledge microaggressions, systematic injustice, and the fact that there are racialized communities that are just not being brought to the table. They're not being involved in the boardroom decisions, in the higher ups of corporate Canada. Those things are accepted and we need to change them. As Canadians, we don't often like to acknowledge that these issues exist. First, we need to know our own history. For example, segregated schools have been around for quite some time. They weren't abolished until the 1960s, until actual change was made in the legislature. We need to take it upon ourselves to learn about unconscious bias and the things that we do to contribute to systemic barriers. And we need to break down those barriers. I'll add that we've seen justice in the case of George Floyd because Derek Chauvin was convicted. But there's so many others that have not been given the awakening that George Floyd's family and all of us have as well. There are people in society that have power and they continue to avoid penalty. And we have to rise up and show them that when they abuse power entrusted to them, that they will be penalized. At the Canadian Caribbean Association of Halton, we are all about permanent change. Organizations such as ours in the not-for-profit sector need to focus on long-term strategic approach, not just short-term emotional approach that is led by things like issues that happen all over the world. We hope that the young people who are angry and everybody who's angry really use this moment in history to drive real change.